This week on
And nothing. Indeed, there is. Thanks, David. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. And, of course, the Bulls.
And, you know, for the a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Oh, come on, yeah. You know, that's the mindset you have to have. They know if they can get to the playoffs, they have the talent to do some real damage.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Karis LeVert is out there with Holiday, and then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Holmes in at the center. And for the Trailblazers, Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's McCollum, and there's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Graham in at the point guard.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper. Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. Two brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
Now, here's Aminu. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the Kings in Sacramento.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
Holiday gets the bucket. And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Greg, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Giannis high post. And he just worked New York in that last game. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
At times in his career, Ibaka has looked out of control when forced to finish through defenders. That time keeps his poise and reaps the benefits.
Free throw good. Serge Ibaka. Long season, Chris. Talk about the challenges of maintaining focus and concentration throughout these 82 regular season games.
I mean, the season just wears on you. First of all, physically, the travel, the games, the practice. So one, you have to get through it physically, so take care of your body. Second, mentally, just the fact that you go through every season from Christmas to the summertime. Can you just stay mentally prepared and engaged and remember what the big focus is, why all of you guys came together, the championship. So really, it's just a constant reminder that you have to do the little things every day. It's not about the big picture. It's day by day until we get to the end. And usually when you keep that narrow-minded type of focus, you'll get to the end of the season and say, wow, that was quick. That was fun.
Graham surveying the floor. Stolen by Holiday. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. Up and in from the low block.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Butler. Six on the shot clock, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now here's Butler. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Sacramento.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, it shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Aminu missing his last shot. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. "15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's McCollum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Out to the wing. Here's Graham. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building.
And so it's the visiting team holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. I'll look at the field goal percent.
In the junior way, you gotta save.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, Bismack Biyombo is out there with Aminu. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Graham in at the 1 spot. LeVert against McCollum. From the stripe. Here's Holmes. Banked in off the glass. Holmes got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Up top, Graham, guarded by Holiday. LeVert against McCollum. He's off on that one, so the Bulls will take it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
As long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
Back to Giannis. Knocks down the 3 ball. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Taken away by Holiday. And he gets it to go. Holiday's got 8 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
McCollum against LeVert. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Poked loose. Stolen by LeVert. There's the pass to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And before his scary foot dislocation in November 2018, Caris LeVert enjoying a breakout season. Greg even garnering some most improved buzz around the NBA.
Yeah, and fortunately, the injury not as bad as it looked initially. Yeah, he's looking to continue that impressive trajectory. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Graham kicks to Butler. .130 left in the first half. Over Giannis. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bulls. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Cullen passes to Biyombo. McCollum against LeVert. Holiday with the block. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 6 points in the quarter.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
There's 49 seconds left here in the second. Biombo dishes to McCollum. Back to Biombo. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Holmes. Holiday, no one around him. Aminu grabs the miss. For Portland, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. And the rejection by Holmes. Pass to Graham. LeVert against McCollum. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him. Portland shooting their first free throw of the game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
A three-pointer is right on target. McCollum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. From deep. And so it's the visiting team.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. What a game it's been for Drew Holiday. He had 12 points, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. How about you?
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, Jay, the blocks are impressive, no doubt, but his intimidation factor actually prevents certain shots from ever being taken at all.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. They've got Antetokounmpo, Rashawn Holmes out there with Ibaka. Then there's Karis LeVert, and it's Holiday in at the point. It's Giannis with the drive. Three-pointer, LeVert. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on C.J. McCollum. While the NBA is entertainment, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
No, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. We don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
They needed that. They were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. From deep three-point range, Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to McCollum. Yep, that one goes in there. 7 points in the game.
McCullough has a beautiful floating J. Has a good sense of when to go for it. Oh, man, a star at a mid-major. Shout out to all the mid-major colleges. Lehigh University, C.J. McCollum wasn't that blue-chip prospect, but he sure worked his way to the top.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis with another miss.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's McCollum. The shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Four-year player at Lehigh, McCollum earned his degree in journalism.
Yeah, he had to beg his parents to switch from a business major, but now he's putting his degree to use. He already interviewed the commissioner. Man, keep playing. He's trying to come for my job, Kevin. When his playing days are done, though, I'm sure he'll be looking to try to take my job and yours and continue on that path.
And he comes up with the deuce.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Passes it to Graham. McCollum outside. Shot from the wing, and the jumper falls for him. McCollum's got 9 points. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And the pass to LeVert. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bangs home the trifecta.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
McCollum against LeVert. Now here's McCollum. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the visiting team in complete command. Their lead at 20. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Elfrid Payton is out there with Andre Robertson. Then it's Trey Lyles. Then there's Monroe. And it's Green in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Poked away, stolen by Monroe. Now, here's Robertson. He's tightly guarded.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Green finds Payton, and there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that'll be his third foul so far. Nick Young's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Payton. That one misses. Shumpert with some nice D. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Off target with the open look.
Not the guy you expect to be missing a bunny.
Green, the pass to Monroe. Payton against Shumpert. 6 to shoot. From downtown, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Payton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Now, Moutier. Young taking his time here. There's the 3. And the Bulls with another miss. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. From a pure entertainment standpoint, who's a player that you think is must-watch TV, Chris?
Oh, man, you got to go Curry, Lillard, Harden, Giannis, Embiid, Simmons. I mean, you could just keep going. Let's go Lou Will off the bench. Let's
Yes.
even go defensively. You can even go Patrick Beverly. So many guys that is just so much fun to watch play. Must-see TV.
Left side, Shumpert. Pass to Fernando. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against you. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jrue Holiday.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
And after the Blazers got swept in the first round in 2018, many said they needed to blow it up. Instead, they stayed with it. 52 wins, a 3 seed in the West.
Yeah, they just had the patience to keep building, adding pieces, and developing. I mean, this team is going in the right direction.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now here's Payton, tight defense on him.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
And both free throws good for Payton. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Moutier with the ball. So the Bulls win it. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot